A spectacular good afternoon from Kolkata. The sun is high, the bags are packed, and the adventure awaits. I am so excited to finally kick off this new travel series. Today, we are starting a journey to Turkey and Qatar, two amazing destinations. And trust me, you don't wanna miss it. Before we start our journey, let's have a pic for the thumbnail. And guess what? Turkey and Qatar are gonna be the 28th and 29th country that we are going to visit. It really feels like a dream every time when we mark a new country on the map. But I have to tell you something. There is a little history with this place. Istanbul. Specifically, 18 years ago, we had an unexpected stopover. And well, let's just say it wasn't the most pleasant one. Not something that I would love to relive, but every journey teaches us something, right? Anyways, moving on now. We are headed to Istanbul today. And this time, I just hope the city welcomes us with open arms. Alright, time to board our first flight, IndiGo, from Kolkata to Mumbai. And this is just the beginning because in this entire trip, we will be taking a total of 11 flights. So get ready for a lot of airports, takeoffs, and landings. Now, boarding an IndiGo flight is always a familiar experience. On time, efficient, and well compact. But as long as it gets us to Mumbai smoothly, I am not complaining at all. Seat belts fastened, tray tables locked, and now we wait for takeoff. You know that moment when the plane starts taxiing and you just know you're officially on your way. Yeah, that's the feeling right now. Goodbye, Kolkata. First stop, Mumbai. Just a quick 2.5 hour hop away. One down, and 10 more to go. Meanwhile, at 35,000 feet, instead of the usual ready-to-eat mystery meals, we went for pre-ordered options. Fresh and way better. Chicken sandwich with Coke for me, chicken supreme salad for mom, and dad, same as me. Let's have a quick bite as Mumbai is already on the horizon. And just like that, we are descending into Mumbai, the city of dreams. Our transit hub before the big flight to Istanbul. Welcome to Mumbai International Airport, a place where modernity meets elegance. The brand new terminals are truly a sight to behold. The architecture is simply stunning. The sweeping curves, glass facade, and the clean open spaces gives the airport a vibe of luxury and efficiency. It's one of those places that makes you forget that you are in an airport. Everything feels so fresh and sophisticated. From the moment we stepped inside, it felt like we were in a high-end mall rather than a typical Indian airport. You can't help but be mesmerized by the sleek designs and attention to details. Even the smallest touches like the lighting and the airy walkways gives off these calming vibes, making the whole experience more pleasant than you have expected from a place that's usually all about rushing and waiting. Now, as excited as we were to see this beautiful airport, but there was still the reality of a long wait ahead. Our flight was at 2:45 am, but we arrived way too early at 8 pm. So we had a plenty of time to kill. The check-in was supposed to open at 11:30 pm, but guess what? The counter opened an hour early at 10:30, which, trust me, felt like a mini victory after all that waiting around. After the early check-in bliss, we were finally free to relax. The lounge offered a perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of the airport. Spacious, quiet, and comfortable. A welcome change after a long wait. Now, I won't lie, being in an airport lounge feels like a small victory. You can catch your breath, get some rest, and of course, enjoy some good food. The buffet was lavish. Fresh salads, sandwiches, hot pasta, and a whole range of desserts. Not to forget the Indian dishes as well. Definitely not the kind of stuff that you would expect in a regular airport lounge. And let's not forget the drinks, whether it's coffee, fresh juice, or even something stronger. But while relaxing, I just can't help but think back to what happened 18 years ago. It wasn't all luxury and relaxation like this. Back then, 3 years old me and my mom were stuck there, facing some real tough time. A flight diversion turned into a nightmare. We were held up, hassled for money, and had no idea how we would make it through that nightmare. Honestly, I never thought that I would be back here, not with the way things went. But here I am, ready to board my flight to Istanbul. And I hope things will be better this time. Here we are, our majestic A330-300 of Saudi Arabian Airlines is parked and ready to take us to Jeddah. This is our ride to the next chapter of our journey, and I've got to say, it looks as good as it flies. Now, let's board. Stepping inside, we were immediately greeted by a calm and comfortable crew. The seating was in a 242 configuration, which offers plenty of room with cushion and blankets, which makes it one of the best economy class product that I have ever experienced. Once we find our seat and get settled, everything feels perfect. And it was almost early morning when the dinner was served. Dinner on board was a treat. We were served piping hot spread, aromatic biryani, freshly made paratha, a fresh salad, and a sweet finish with gulab jamun. Along with it, a little pickle, a bottle of water, and a cup for hot beverages. Now, here is a little twist. When we booked, we requested for Hindu meals for all three of us. But by mistake, my dad got served an Asian vegetarian meal instead. But do you know what? The crew was on it. They tried to fix the mix up by sourcing a replacement Hindu meal from the other cabins. And they found one. Not only that, they also apologized for their mistake and gave us another meal, of course. So that was well done by Saudia. After a solid rest on our last flight, we finally made it to Jeddah. Look at that view, the sun rising over the airport apron with Saudi Airlines parked all around. It feels like the start of something special. Though we are in the transit, this moment just makes me feel appreciate the beauty of early morning flights. We are just strolling around the airport, soaking the vibes of this beautiful transit hub. There is something about Middle Eastern airports. They always feel so modern and vibrant. Jeddah's terminal is sleek, spacious, and filled with a mix of international travelers heading to different corners of the world. A quick fact about Saudi Arabian Airlines: Saudia operates from two main hubs, Jeddah and Riyadh. Jeddah, where we are right now, is their primary hub for handling most of the international long haul traffic, while Riyadh serves as the key hub for domestic and regional operations. Since we are traveling internationally, Jeddah is our gateway today. By the way, if anyone knows what is the meaning of that red livery of Saudi, please let me know in the comment. And now it's time for the next leg of the journey, boarding a flight to Istanbul. This time we are flying on another A330 of Saudi Arabian Airlines, and I'm excited to check out the experience of this sector. Stepping inside, and the setup look familiar. This aircraft also features a 242 seat configuration just like our previous flight, but this aircraft looks a bit newer. This one also comes with a personal IFE screen, something that was missing on the last flight. So, entertainment wise, this setup was great. The seats are just as comfortable as before, with good legroom, and the pillow and blankets are neatly placed. IFE had a good collection of movies. Unfortunately, it was not enabled before takeoff. And it's time to say goodbye to Jeddah. Istanbul, we are coming. Shortly after takeoff, the breakfast was served. It included a croissant, an omelette platter, some butter, a fruit salad, which I usually skip, a bottle of water, a glass of coke, and a bottle juice. The meal was fresh and satisfying, a good way to start the day. By the way, if you don't eat beef or pork, you can pre-book a special meal, which was a Hindu meal for our case. It ensures you that you get a meal suited to your preference without any surprises on board. It was quite a long time since my last meal, so I was just starving. I cannot hold my appetite any bit longer, so let's dig into this meal. Saudia is generally very good with their catering service, and I hope this time Saudia won't disappoint me. The approach to Istanbul is always breathtaking, but this time it feels even more special. Returning after 18 years, and then touchdown. The wheels gently kiss the runway, and just like that, we have arrived in Turkey, our 28th country. Welcome to Istanbul. After a long journey, it's finally time for some rest. We check into our hotel. We are staying at the Hilton Hotel in Fatih, a prime location near the Aksaray metro station, making it super easy to explore the city. With a rate of about 120 euros per night, including breakfast, it is a solid choice for both comfort and convenience. 120 euros, which is 11,500 Indian rupees per night for this room, and provided this prime location, is a bargain. Quite a good rate which we have got for this room. I hope that the breakfast is also as good as the room. With that, our first day of this tour is complete. Tomorrow, we are heading for Taksim Square for some Turkish ice cream. Then, we will be exploring Istanbul city with Hagia Sophia, Topkapi Palace, the Blue Mosque, and then we will be heading for Cappadocia and Pamukkale. Plus, there is also much more to explore in the coming episodes, including some cool spots in Qatar. So, stay tuned for more travel adventure coming your way.